Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Scribing Quick Designs, and I need to make a birthday card. I just got this Diamond Press Pigeon Post Stamp and Die set. It is adorable, and I thought it would be fun to, because I need to mail this card to my friend. So this is all about pigeons, if you can imagine, but they are super cute. It comes with two different stencils, a envelope stencil and a cloud stencil, which will be great for other projects as well as what I'm doing today. But then it has stamps that are adorable, that are pigeons in various ways, standing, flying, etc. And they all are carrying a little piece of mail. And then you have the outline metal dies to cut the shape out. And there's also a lot of great sentiments on here. And there's packages as well. So today I'm going to show you what I'm going to use and how I'm going to make a card. So these are the two stencils. See, they're nice, generous size stencils. And I'm going to use the envelope one today. So I'm going to set the other one off to the side. Here are the stamp sets. And as you can see, these are a great size as well. So they're super fun. And I'm going to set that off to the side because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to color our background for our card. So I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock, white cardstock on my mat, and then I'm just going to lay this over. Now I have this on a sticky mat. Okay, so it's not sticky on one side and sticky on the other. So when I put my mat down, my stencil down on top of that mat, it stays stuck where I am going to be applying ink to this. All right, so I have several different colors of ink here. I'm using Distress ink today, and the first thing I'm going to start with is the purple. And I'm just going to rub some on my, these are ink brushes. I'm just going to rub some on there, and I'm going to start with purple on the bottom. And I want the bottom one to be pretty purple, and the layer above can be more of a lighter purple. And I'm only covering some of the envelope because we're doing a little bit of blending here. Okay, so there is the purple, and now I want to do some blue. I used the purple. I used Distress ink. This is Wilted Violet, and then I'm also using Peacock Feathers is the next color. Well, there we go. Sometimes those lids can get hard to get off. All right, so I'm just going to add this, and where I had that purple, I'm blending over the top of that top layer, and I'm making that dark. Now you can add as much ink as you want or as little ink as you want, but it is so fun to use these stencils. They work great. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to go with green next. In this, I'm using Mowed Lawn. And there again, I'm going to kind of go over the top of the blue envelopes that I did, and I'm adding a little bit of the green. And you can see how quickly this takes. It's not hard to do. It's pretty easy. I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I love using the Diamond Press stencils. They're so fun. Okay, so I got yellows. Now I think I'm going to do orange. So I'm going to add some orange and kind of start with it going here across the top of some of the yellow. And then I'm going to finish with pink. So the orange that I used is carved pumpkin. And then the pink that I'm using is picked raspberry. And I'm going to cover the top part of the envelopes here. See how fast that is? It's so cool. And it's going to look awesome. I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to lift the stencil up. And look at that. Look how pretty it is. Ooh, it's so pretty. I love it. And then I'm just going to flip this over and peel it away from the mat. And here is the finished card front background. And then I'm just using the diamond press chamois, and I'm cleaning off that sticky mat to get the ink off of it. And I'll let this dry and then put the cover back on it, and it will be sticky for me to use another day. And I need to clean my stencil, and it is super easy to do that with the chamois. And I like to do the front and the back just to make sure if any ink got through there. And I think we're good here, and I'm going to set this aside to let it dry. And then the next thing we would do, I'm going to move this out of the way. The next thing we would do is go ahead and figure out which of the awesome Stampin' Dies that I want to use. And I have decided I'm going to have my my Pigeon say it's about birthday greetings. Okay, so I thought this one was a good one because it looks like he's flying, and he'll be flying above the envelopes. That'll be the background. I think that'll be fun. And so I've already die cut out on white a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to set that off to the side. Okay, so I have a die cut of that bird shape. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my platform here. This is just a We Are Memory Keeper ones I have in my stash. I don't need these anymore. Let me get them out of the way for the moment. And I'm going to lay this onto my mat here. Let me scoop this up so you guys can see it. Okay, so I've got my bird shape on here, and now I'm going to take this bird, the pigeon that matches this cut shape, and I'm going to lay it on here. Okay, then I'm going to put my stamping press down, press to make sure that my bird is on there, and then I'm using VersaFine black onyx ink. It'll give us a nice crisp image. Okay, then I'm just going to fold that over and put it down on that white piece. Just making sure it's pressed down on there really well and lift it up, and voila, we have our stamped bird image. Okay, so I do want to clean my stamp off real quick, and there again I'm just using the chamois. Get as much of that ink off of it as I can. That's just my preference. I know some people don't wipe the ink off of their stamps, but I always feel like I get a better image when I clean them. Okay, so we've got the birds done, and now we need to do some coloring. So you can, if you want, pull out that sticky mat again if you prefer, and lay this down here. And then we're going to be using some alcohol markers to color our bird. So the ones I have are from let me make sure. They're Spectrum Noir, and they're the tri-blend ones. So these are awesome because they have a brush tip and they come with 3 ranges. So they have a mid-range, a dark range, and a light range on them. So that is great because it gives you a lot of color variation. And I've already colored this one. Okay, so this I used blues and grays because I thought that would be great for a pigeon, and then I colored the envelope in pink. So these are the markers that I picked to use. You can color yours however you want. You can use ink pens, you can use alcohol markers or whatever, but it's a very easy process, and I just kind of use different shades to color in my pigeon. All right, so that's how I did that. I'm not going to bore you guys with coloring that in. You may like to use a different type of coloring, or you can even just stamp your pigeon in gray and use it that way if you wanted to. All right, so now that we have our background, what we're going to do is I cut a piece of black cardstock, 4 1/4, and then I trim this 1/4 inch on one side and 1/4 inch on the other side. So this is going to get mounted on here like so. All right, so I'm going to need to do that. Let me get my glue out. I thought I had it right here, but I seem to have cleaned up too much and I put it back in the drawer. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue to the back of the piece that we stenciled. And I'm going to put it down on top of that black piece that I could. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then this is 1/4 inch smaller that I trimmed. We'll get that on there. And in the stamp set, there is a stamp that says birthday greetings, and there's another stamp that says I bring. So I stamped those on white, and then I just took my scissors and just cut around it to give me a stamped image. There's no die for the sentiment stamps, so but I think I did pretty good on that one. I like that, and I believe I'm going to put it down here on my card, and then this one that says I bring is going to kind of come up here. But now what I've done is I have my pigeon, and I colored the envelope kind of pink to kind of go with the fact that we colored the background envelopes in different colors. And then this is one of those springy pieces that you can add to the back of your images to give it a little dimension on your card. So it has a big square around it. It's sticky sided on each side. You can buy these online, and see, it's got a spring in the middle. Okay, so one side is the side, and they're always clearly marked. One side is the top where your image is going to go, and the other side of it is the background that goes onto your base. Okay, so it's already sticky. You don't have to add anything else to it, but I'm going to go ahead and take the wax liner off the back, and then the other side is also sticky, and I'm going to peel this off, and this is the side that you put your image on. Okay, so I want to go ahead and put that on there. Let me get this peeled up. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put on the, I'm going to turn this and put it onto my image, making sure that none of that is showing from the front, and then I'm going to stick this onto my card. So I think I'm going to put it right about here on my card, and now you see it is, you know, has some movement to it, just like a bird would. And then I took the stamped sentiment pieces that I made, and I added a strip of foam tape on it, and the one that says I bring is going to go here, so it looks like the little bird is saying this. The pigeon. It's so cute. Who would have thought there'd be pigeon stamps? Not me, but they are so cute. I cannot wait to make some more of these. There's also like a sorry I missed your birthday. I blame it on the pigeon. In case you need to make one that is a belated birthday card. I thought that was pretty fun. All right, I got to get this liner off of that back piece. There we go. Okay. All right, and so then this is going to go here. All right, and then I'm going to mount this on the top of my card base, which I've already created, and this is going to be our card. So this is going to be our card when we add this card base to the top of our A2 size card. I bring birthday greetings. Is that not adorable? Anyway, I hope you guys learned a couple of new things that you can use. How to use some of the diamond press stencils, which I love, and also how to do this stamping for the bird, and how to maybe give you an idea to make a new card. Super fun. I think I'm going to make 2 of these, so I have one in my stash and one to mail this week. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm making more tutorials every week, and I'd love to have you join me.